Hey friends, what's going on? This is David Potts with Song Notes, and today I have this warm-up exercise I want to show you. This is a great one to have in your bag of tricks if you just want to pick up your guitar and start playing something without much thinking about it. So basically, this little technique I'm going to show you is based on these three chord shapes, okay? So we're going to start off with this one, which is really just E major if we did not play the 4th and 5th strings. That would be, we do play the 6th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string, okay? And this is a 1-finger chord if we do that. And we're finger picking again here, right? But this second chord, check this out. All we're doing is moving our index finger up 1 fret, and then we're putting our middle finger down on that same fret on the 1st string. Okay, so that's that second shape. So 1st shape to 2nd shape, 1st shape to 2nd shape. Check out how easy and approachable that is, right? This is basically a 1-finger chord, like I said. You're moving a finger just to next door and you're putting a middle finger down. And then the third chord is basically going to be this shape, which, hey, you're probably looking at this and being like, that looks like a D major. And basically, you're right, it is a D major, but we're just moved up a whole step. And a whole step from D upwards becomes an E, okay? So this is an E major, and with the E bass note, this is literally an E major chord, right? These 4 strings. So basically, again, what we're doing is going from this to this to this, and then back again, and starting over, okay? And this warm-up exercise is to get good at these 3 chord shapes, and then apply this very basic finger picking pattern, which is going to be that's just playing the 6th string, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, okay, with our index, middle, and ring fingers. And we're just gonna repeat that, okay, over and over again. And the warm-up exercise I recommend is basically doing this sequence twice for each shape here. So, and you go back down, and you repeat that, okay? So that's it. Those are the building blocks. And again, as always, with these warm-up exercises, the goal is not to show you how to play a full song, exactly note for note. It's to give you these building blocks that you can use and sort of put them together in your own way to sort of have fun with things, mix things up when you play the guitar, and really just get that blood flowing, but also help you improve on techniques. So if you want the tabs that I'm going to show you here and that I've showed you so far, you can find those at playsongnotes.com. It's my website where all this stuff is available, and supporters of mine on Patreon will be able to get a nice printout of these tabs. And this is a great thing to sort of put in your guitar notebook of songs for when you're picking up the guitar and you want something to play. And maybe you don't want to worry about learning a song for whatever reason. And this is a great little resource to have, okay? So let's look at a few of these exercises. Again, the first one is just from thickest to thinnest string, and you just go up to the 3rd chord, back to the 2nd chord, and repeat, okay? You just do this at whatever pace you're comfortable with. Maybe test yourself a little bit, but don't make too many mistakes, okay? Now you also could sort of mix up the order of the strings that you're finger picking, right? This is basically going 6th string, 2nd, 3rd, 1st. And you could do that with the 3 chord shapes and it would sound a little bit different. Okay? Or you could sort of do not finger picking at all and do a sort of grab, grab strumming. Okay? So that's another example of fun you could have. Now, if you want to take things a little bit further, you could do this. We're going to add a couple new chord shapes here. We're going to go up to those first 3, but here we're going to keep going. We're going to go up to this one and to this one, right? Now these two are actually the same shape, it's just the frets we're on are different. So what this is actually an A major, right? Because if we were to play an A bar chord, right, on the 5th, 7th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 5th, if we were only to play the thinnest 3 strings, it would would be that, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm barring the first 2 strings on the 5th fret with my index finger, putting my middle finger down on the 6th fret of the 3rd string. So 6, 5, 5, and that's an A major. You could bring that up to 8, 7, 7, and that would be a B major, okay? But now if we have those in our bag of tricks, check out the sound we can get. So pretend that these are steps, right? These chords I showed you, and you're walking up steps, up and down, right? Now we can go higher if we want, and then back down, and then back to home base. Or we can go higher and sort of hang out. Go back and forth between the E and the A. Or maybe we want to go to the B. Now you'll see what I did there as I was doing all the slap strumming there. You could do finger picking as well. I'm going to go up the steps, back to the E, and back down. Now here's the next thing I would recommend doing as a way to add spice to this, which is basically use your pinky as a sort of way to add a little bit of flair to certain chords. So if we're on this A, for example, we're sort of repeating the finger picking sequence. We can use our pinky here. That's basically the 7th fret of the 1st string. I'm just putting my pinky down, right? I'm sort of putting it down, taking it off, putting it down, taking it off. You also can do that in the B7 here. Now, if we were to do that, check this out. So basically what I did there is took 2 of those chords that were in our little sequence and added that pinky note. And I did one sequence with the pinky note down, then I took it off for one sequence, and I went back to the E, one sequence with it down, one sequence with it up, and then back to the home base, okay? But otherwise, you can have great fun with this. And you might start to hear other songs you already know, like for example, Peace Train by Cat Stevens. He's in a different key, but check out this. Right, those are kind of like the first 3 sort of chordy, strummy things of that song. But basically, you'll notice that in all kinds of stuff. I recently did a lesson for Lola by the Kings, where we're basically going to start off by playing this E major shape. So that E, and then to the B7, and then back down to an E, right? But otherwise, this is good fun. Check out this main riff, add to it, make it complicated if that is what you're looking for. But otherwise, again, this is just a nice little warm-up trick to have in your sort of a repertoire. When you're picking things up, you just want something to get that blood flowing again. It doesn't have to be a song. There's many ways to play guitar. So I hope you like this warm-up lesson. Again, check out my website, playsongnotes.com, for tabs and some sort of riffs that I do using these building blocks. And you can get the printout there as well through the link to my Patreon page. And thanks to all of you who are supporting me. It means a lot. But otherwise, this has been David Potts. I hope you are having a good one. And remember, I want you to pick up your guitar and play. Have a good one, my friends. Bye-bye.